little change of scenery. We're in an almond orchard. Welcome back. We're out here running our mummy mower for one of our customers that we harvest for, getting the orchard cleaned up. You can see the old mummy almonds on the ground right here. So, two reasons why we're cleaning it up. You guys have heard me talk about the worm pressure and navel orange worm, so we're eliminating that host for worms, and it's getting to be that time in May where I think their breeding cycle starts. So, right, it's like last minute, you know, got to get this done right now to get rid of them. But also too, the growers actually get a little dock, like if they have mummies in their loads for this harvest season. So we're doing two things, you know, helping reduce the worm pressure, and then we're helping clean the orchard up, you know, that way he doesn't get docked for these mummies. So we only got one more running. It's kind of a quick, easy job. Plus I don't have the help to run both of them, so we'll just run one. No big deal. But yeah, we got this block and there's one right next to it, and we'll get them all cleaned up, and this will look all nice and pretty for almond harvest when we come here in 3 months, which, or 3 or 4 months. Wait, May, well, it's already, yeah, it's May, June, July. Oh, yeah, 4 months, 3 months, something like that. But it'll go by like 3 weeks. But it looks good. We were concerned that it might be a little damp in places. Like that's a little bit wet, but we can deal with it. Yeah, looks really good. This hasn't been done yet. I'll take you guys over and we'll check out where he's ran. We'll go find him. Yeah, he's coming down that road right there, but a little quick before. After. Oh man, lost my hat. You gotta be careful walking in these orchards, walking in between the trees. I've like walked through the trees before and like lose my hat, and your first instincts, you know, look on the ground for it. Can't find it. It's stuck in the branch that took it off your head. But yeah, this looks good. He's coming down the row, so we'll get a shot of him going by. Fast forward to the next day. Got the harobed in here. We have a motor mount that is bad, so Robert was feeling a vibration and got out and checked, and it motor mount, the rubber inside of it was all shot. Let me see if I can find it. So we're waiting on one. Unfortunately, the dealer didn't have anything, so excuse me, we overnighted one. Hopefully by 11 o'clock it'll be here, but you can see the big crack right there. And then the rubber's just all gone, no good. So this motor mount mounts up to the front of the engine. So it just kind of bolts in there. So we're thinking all the other ones are okay. So we're gonna try to get away with just changing the one. I ordered all of them though, just in case, and to have them in stock, because that's kind of one of those things that you just never know. So all right, well, stay tuned. When we get that, we're going to get that put on there, and these guys got to get out in the field because they got a lot to pick up. So all right, Jordan's here. He's going to service the balers. They need about 38 rolls of twine, so I'm going to help him load it up. How many?
26 here.
Okay. All of that plus some more.
Means what, 38?
Yeah. Yep. All right, muscles, come on. Got to get our CrossFit in. This is part of our employee exercise program.
Calisthenics.
Calisthenics, there you go. You'll be looking like Richard Simmons.
You can do it! You're getting mighty!
I like how you, oh, that's a good impersonation. That's too good. You're gonna look like Arnold.
You gonna double them up?
Is that 32 right there?
I think we were thinking that whole pallet and then the top tier on this one.
It'd be nice to not have the welder back here now.
We can pick it out if you want. You know, you're just never happy.
Been hanging around this guy too.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a medicine ball. Oh, look at this overachiever. Look at this overachiever. You're getting two at once. Show off. Your belt and your dust caps are in the shop.
Perfect.
All right. Well, do you want to help unloading it?
Huh?
You can take Ricardo with you if you want help.
I got no room in the truck.
Oh, he can ride on the death tote. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, make sure you put a seatbelt on this twine.
Huh?
Make sure you put a seatbelt on this stuff. It's expensive. That's let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's like $160, $170 in twine sitting in the front seat.
So, how many feet are in one of these rolls?
4,000.
So 4,000 times 38.
So this is, I'll show you, because it says it right there.
Oh.
So 440 is the knot strength.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 4,000, 440, 4,000 feet, 440 knot strength.
Okay.
So yeah, well, how many? So how much? Let's figure that out. How many feet of twine?
I don't have enough fingers.
Okay, Wesley, that's what my son says. He's funny. I'll tell him like, "What's 5 plus 5?" And he'll go 10. What's 6 plus 5? And he's like, tries to count, and he's like, I don't know. I don't have enough fingers. I don't know that one. 38 times 4,000. 100, right?
152,000.
Divided by
528. 0. Yeah, 28.78.
28.78 miles of twine. That's a lot. That's good. That's.
I wish I was helping right now.
Yeah, he is. It's all right. He's got lights. I work at night.
Yeah, I'm sure camera will look good.
Oh yeah. Well, our motor mount didn't show up, so I don't know what happened. Just didn't get it ordered. It was coming out of Indiana, Lebanon, I guess, is one of their parts depots. So I guess it'll be here tomorrow. So we just stuck the old one back on it, and we're just gonna deal with it. But I just wanted to come by and look at this haystack. The guys baled this stuff the night before last. So I think it was, yeah, it was in the last video when they were raking in the morning. But pretty nice stuff, you know. Pretty good leaf in there, kind of some big stem, but it's I think it's a 9 or 10 year old alfalfa field. I don't know how old it is, but still kicking some bales out. It's the hole right there. It's already been sampled by the hay buyer, so they'll get a test and see what it does and then put a price on it. But I just can't get over how much anything in the bale's worth this year. It's just crazy. I think there's just a big shortage, at least in our area, you know, lack of water, and then too also just the change in crops in our area. You know, there's just a lot more permanent crops, permanent plantings, you know, trees and vines, and a lot less of this right here. But there's still a little bit out there. So yeah, the change in crops has to do with water, and then I also think too, just around here where we're at, a lot of ranches have sold, and they're sold to like these investors. So they're kind of like, I would call them like absentee farmers. So they buy the ground and then they get like a management company, you know, to plant it and develop it. And then sometimes they'll flip it, you know, they'll plant it into pistachios or almonds or something, and you know, it just makes the value of that ground go up. So they may sell it after a couple years, or they may farm it for a while and then they sell it. So it's kind of sad. I think it's kind of happening everywhere, but that's kind of what's happening to the family farms. But in our area, there's still some pretty solid families that are still farming and still fighting, and I hope they keep it up, because that's what we need. But anyway, yeah, this stuff looks really good. All right, well, we're gonna head over to the next block that the harobed and the retriever are running in. They the guys, geez man, they baled a lot of bales last night. They were in grass and they jumped over to wheat. We had a bearing go out on one of the balers. I fixed it last night, and then me, idiot, I couldn't find my camera. I was gonna film last night, but I thought it was in my pickup. I got in my truck just assuming my camera was in there somewhere, and I couldn't find it. I'll show you where it was at. I'm such a dummy. So I'm sitting in my driver's seat over here looking for my camera. Excuse me. And I can't find it. I'm looking like this. I'm looking in the back. I look in my bag where I keep everything. Excuse the mess, by the way. And I can't find it. And I'm thinking, okay, well, my camera has Bluetooth. I can control it from my phone. If I fire it up on my phone, it'll beep and I'll find it. And it wouldn't do anything. So I thought, well, okay, it's got to be in the house or be in the office. So I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find it. So I finally just gave up. You know, I fixed the baler, fixed a couple other things, went home. And I got home, and it was like midnight, and it was bothering me. I'm like, I have to find my camera. So I walked back outside. I opened that door. My camera was stuck right here, right there. So looking this way, I looked right over the top of it. I couldn't see it, but I found it. So, all right, let's get on to the next field. Yep, so here's what they did last night. So they started over there, did that. Can't remember what size that is, 40 or 50 acres. And then they came over here. I think this is like 85, but they also baled probably, I don't know, 70 or 80 acres of grass. So they basically ran all night long. The moisture was cooperating for us. So a lot of bales. All right. I'm gonna try to set you guys up over there and just do a time lapse. You guys can watch Cameron and Robert for a little while. Well, I came to look at the balers, kind of give them a little look over like I usually do. I didn't get over here as early as I wanted, but I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I should have checked. It's been cracked. You can see the rust, but I don't think it's really that big a deal. We're just gonna weld it. I think probably put a tack on it while it's in place and then take it out and weld it up real good. So George is on his way here. He's got a welder in the back of his truck. But yeah, so right at the end of their shift, the guy that drives this baler, he called me and said that it was like an intermittent deal. He would get like 60 slices in a bale, and then sometimes he'd get like, you know, 42 or whatever the normal was. And I glanced at it that morning, but I didn't see anything. But I didn't see this, so I'm glad I came out here, because I was coming out here just to kind of check the chains and, you know, the normal stuff, just look at them, because they've kind of had a hard run. So something I try to do. But I'm glad I found that, because they're not coming out till late tonight. That would have sucked. But I don't really think it's that big a deal. We'll just, like I said, put a couple tacks on it here and there, V it out a little bit, and weld it up and put it back in. But you know, this baler's, this one I think is probably, it's got to be pushing 70,000. So it happens. It's not because it's a case, it's just because it's a used baler. Out of curiosity, I wanted to check total bale count. So 69,892. I said it was pushing 70. It's pretty close. It'll get over 70 tonight, that's for sure. 2,300 hours. That's about a 30 bales an hour average. That's not too bad, really. I think that's pretty impressive, actually. All right, well, I'll wait for George to get here. I'm gonna get it blown off a little bit so we don't burn it down. Then we tack it. Got a fire blanket.
All right. You gotta do the other side too still, right?
Yeah, if you want to take that other, yeah, that bolt out, and then we got to pop the bushings out. Okay, we can just leave that there.
Yeah.
There you go, you got it. All right, I got it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I got it. This was about a pass from disaster. So it's cracked.
There.
There. Yeah, we got it pretty. I think we got it close enough.
I could tap on it a little bit if I have to.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You need to get one of those magnetic ones, you know, the ones with the magnetic powder and shit they use for blocks and heads.
I'll get you a plasma cutter before that. George is always complaining every time he uses the oxyacetylene torch. We need a plasma cutter.
Why'd I come over here?
Yeah, exactly. What? What?
Hammer.
Why'd you come to work for me? Is that what you
No,
said?
why'd I come over here?
You need a ground, George. You need a ground. Oh, it happens. We all do it. We just don't admit it. Look at the technique. He's just doing that for the camera because he doesn't love like that in the shop. Just kidding. But just remember, everyone's going to judge you.
Huh?
Everyone's going to judge you on the internet.
Yeah, thanks, boss.
Just kidding. gotta say that again.
A grinder in paint makes me the welder I ain't.
That's fixed and ready to go. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I apologize for my voice. I got a cold or something going on. Yeah, I don't know, just being around all the dust and stuff, and yeah, it just kind of gets to me sometimes, but I'm getting over it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.